Hello, everybody. We got a lot of stuff to haul today, and it was kind of unexpected to do all this, but we went into Athens, and every time we go into Athens, we end up doing a bunch of stuff. Um, Although this stuff didn't come from Athens. Should we do the not book stuff, and then the books? Make the snacks its own thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, while we were in Athens, we did go to Joann Fabric. Let's start with that. They are currently at the 50 to 70% off phase of their going out of business stuff. I only found a few things. I was looking for something specific, and they were already sold out of it. But I found for my sister-in-law a patch. It says Yarn Lover. She likes to knit. She does a little bit of crochet. So I thought she would like that. And then I found her this keychain, and it says, I stitch to support my habit of buying yarn.
Yeah.
And it's got a little, what is this round thing? It's just a round thing.
Oh, holy.
I thought maybe it was a ball of yarn, but no, it's just a round thing. Oh, it's got a smiley face on the other side.
Huh.
So it's got a little smiley face and then the heart that says that. So, here's your random feathers.
Saw them at least.
I also picked up a couple sheets of paper. This is a vellum, which is super pretty with the silver metallic butterflies and floral design. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I just thought it was cool. And then they only had 2 sheets of this one left. I thought it was pretty, so I picked those up. I mean, they were a quarter sheet, so why not? And then I got 2 sheets with the keys. So I figure I'll probably end up tearing them up, cutting them up, using them for various things. So that was our big purchase at Joann Fabric, because I didn't have what I was looking for. Dollar Tree, I found this cute little felting kit. It's an elephant, so I thought my niece might like it. She's getting into doing arts and crafts and stuff right now. That's her current phase. There's that. At Walmart, we picked up a couple Switch games. Haunted House. It's, I guess, based on the old Atari Haunted House, which I used to play a lot when I was a kid. And it says it has Atari Easter eggs, tons of collectibles, and lore from Atari's original Haunted House and other classic games.
I'm fine with that.
It's the original survival horror adventure with a modern roguelite gameplay. Roguelite? Stealth mechanics, a new cast of heroes, and tons of freaky monsters. Features rooms in the mansion change every time you play. Use stealth and traps to evade enemies and unlockable characters. The old Atari game, it was a pair of eyeballs.
Yep.
Walking around in the dark.
Yep.
Now, if you lit a match, you had like this kind of weird orange diamond shape, and your eyeballs were in the middle, and that would show you where the edges of the rooms and the doors were, and then you collected random bits and pieces that you could only find if you had it lit.
Yeah.
And then we found Everdream Valley, and it says Everdream Valley is a vast farming adventure with a touch of magic. Bring life and charm back to the farm. Cozy sandbox adventure. Magic comes out at night. Create an animal paradise. I thought it sounded like it might be a cross kind of between Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Maybe Harvest Moon, something along those lines.
Yeah. At first I thought you.
It was only $10.
Yeah. At first I thought you picked up Stardew Valley. So I saw the word Valley, and I'm just like, okay.
No, that one's still like 30 something.
Jeez.
These were each $10 a piece, so.
Yeah, $10 a game, and this.
Even if it's not a great game, at least we'll get some value out of it.
And at least it's games that we don't.
Anything else?
I mean,
I think we're down to books.
Worst case scenario, I end up getting these games.
Well, I don't play a lot of games, so chances are you'll end up playing them more than me anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dollar Tree books.
Oh boy.
I found Cook, Eat, Repeat, Ingredients, Recipes, and Stories by Nigella Lawson for $1.25. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Nigella's a pretty famous chef. And I found Eat, Drink, and Be Murray, A Feast of Family Fun and Favorites by Andy Murray with a foreword by Bill Murray. Now I was reading the back. Andy Murray is a chef and one of the middle Murray children.
Huh.
He currently lives in Florida where he runs Murray Brothers Caddyshack restaurant and plays a lot of golf. This is his first book. And he looks so much like his dad.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Yeah.
I mean, you could tell that's Bill Murray's kid. Looks just like him. When I saw Andy Murray, I thought it was the tennis guy. But no, not the tennis guy. Different Andy Murray. Oh, it's heavy. And I found Help, Catch.
Oh, damn it. Look so dirty.
Before they go flying across the room.
Too many.
Bigger, Bolder Baking Every Day by Gemma Stafford. And I guess it's I-10? I-10?
I guess.
I-10 Eats the World, a cookbook by I-10 Bernoff. Should I know who that is?
I don't know. Maybe.
85 fresh comfort food recipes highlighting the enthusiasm. Stop shaking the bed. Creativity and foolproof techniques of the cooking prodigy beloved from TikTok to the Drew Barrymore show. Well, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
Apparently he's 20. Or was it the time this was written?
Yeah, he does.
That is so hard to read. It's very light print. It's like light gray on a medium gray. I don't know. Don't know who that is. But it's a cookbook. It was only $1.25.
Yeah.
And I actually picked up 2 novels. The Kingdoms of Savannah by George Dawes Green. Well, having lived in Savannah for 4 years, I'm interested in stories that have to do with Savannah. It says, Savannah may appear to be some town out of a fable with its vine flowers, turreted mansions, and ghost stories that romanticize the city's history. But look deeper and you'll uncover secrets, past and present, that tell a more sinister tale. Is the story at the heart of George Dawes Green's chilling novel, The Kingdoms of Savannah. It begins quietly on a balmy southern night as some locals gather at Bo Peep's, one of the town's favorite watering holes. Never heard of it. So it's probably been within the last 30 years that it arrived.
Probably.
Within an hour, however, a man will be murdered and his companion will be disappeared.
Oh boy.
An unlikely detective, Morgana Musgrove, doyen of Savannah society, is called upon to unravel the mystery of those crimes. Morgana is an imperious, demanding, and conniving woman whose 4 grown children are weary of her schemes. But one by one, she inveigles?
Huh.
I've never seen that word before in my life. Them into helping with her investigation, and soon the family uncovers some terrifying truths that will rock Savannah's power structure to its core. Moving from the homeless encampments that ring the city to the stately homes of Savannah's elite, Green's novel brilliantly depicts the underbelly of a city with a dark history and the strangely mesmerizing dysfunction of a complex family. I thought that sounded pretty good. And I also picked up Reluctant Immortals by Gwendolyn Kiss. Oh, you don't get the full effect of the color if what you're seeing is anything like what's on my screen. These are so bright and vibrant. Looks like tie-dye almost. For fans of Mexican Gothic, from three-time Bram Stoker Award-winning author Gwendolyn Kiss comes a novel inspired by the untold stories of forgotten women in classic literature. Lucy was 10 rats, victim of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Bertha Mason, Mr. Rochester's attic-bound wife in Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. Reluctant Immortals is a horror novel that looks at two men, Mr. Rochester and Dracula, and the two women who survived them, Bertha and Lucy, who are now undead immortals.
Huh.
They are residing in Los Angeles, 1967, when Rochester and Dracula make a shocking return in the Haight-Ashbury district of San Francisco. Combining elements of historical and Gothic fiction with a modern perspective in a tale of love and betrayal and coercion, Reluctant Immortals is the lyrical and harrowing journey of two women as they bravely claim their own destiny in a man's world. Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. I wasn't a big fan of Jane Eyre. Love Dracula. I think it's a great book. I'm a little surprised they're going with Lucy instead of Mina, but I guess Mina ended up with Jonathan, so. But Lucy was staked. She was turned into a vampire and then staked.
Huh.
Oh, sorry, spoilers. I guess we'll do the Little Free Library and then we'll do the actual library.
Oh boy.
Since these are up here and that's down there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Still not over this. Oh, I am so tired of coughing. So I found a whole bunch of Mary Higgins Clark books at the Little Free Library in Syracuse. Good Lord. Whole stack of Mary Higgins Clark and then 3 from Fern Michaels. And then there was a whole bunch of other ones in there, but I kind of stuck with the 2 authors.
Somehow a donut landed on top of another donut, and that was out of place.
Whatever. Okay. Mary Higgins Clark. We have The Shadow of Your Smile. Just Take My Heart. Where Are You Now? The Second Time Around. Two Little Girls in Blue. Pretend You Don't See Her, which is missing its dust jacket, but that's fine. Then I have 3 of them that are with her daughter, Carol Higgins Clark. Oh, wait, 2 of them are with her daughter, and then 1 is just her daughter. Okay, so we have Dashing Through the Snow and He Sees You When You're Sleeping, which are 2 of the Christmas ones. And then Carol Higgins Clark, I have Cursed, which is a Reagan Riley mystery. And then Fern Michaels, I have Final Justice, Deadly Deals, and The Scoop. So that looks like a nice little stack of, like, mystery, thriller. Oh, this looks like it's part of a series, The Godmothers. Maybe. She got puppy dogs all over the place. In the first book, the one introduces the Godmothers. Oh, good. This is the first in the series, I guess. The Godmothers, 4 unforgettable women who are about to get a whole new lease on life. Okay, something worth checking out. And then there's this bag. Oh, good Lord. I can't lift it. Yup. Now, some of these we bought, and some of these were in the freebie section. This is The Teacher's Funeral, a comedy in 3 parts by Richard Peck. I thought the title sounded interesting, so why not? This one is a Newbery Honor book, and oh, go away. It's called The Dark 30: Southern Tales of the Supernatural. I picked up Betsy Tacy by Maud Hart Lovelace. I have heard a lot of people say how much they loved these growing up. I'd never heard of them when I was a kid. And they had a whole stack of them for the series, and I only picked up the first one because I wanted to make sure I liked it before I grabbed a whole stack of them. If they're still there the next time I go, well, maybe I'll pick them up. They'll probably be gone by then. This one is called Granddad, There's a Head on the Beach. And I thought this sounded interesting. It says, what do you do when you find a severed head on the beach?
Oh, boy.
With her former cop grandfather as a backup, crime reporter Jim Jury sets out to discover how the poor fellow got there. On their journey, they uncover gruesome tales of piracy, slavery, violence, and murder, yet the authorities show no interest at all. Is it because the victims aren't Thai? Whatever the reason, Jim and her team are going it alone. Airport hostages and hand grenades, monkeys and and what? And naked policemen.
Oh, boy! That's a combination.
Monkeys and naked policemen. Once more, the sublime and the ridiculous clash in the Gulf of Thailand. Sounds interesting. Apparently, this author also has one called Killed Him at the Whim of a Hat. Oh, they got a whole stack of books, apparently.
God damn.
So he's got 9 other books and then one other one in this series. So 10 other books. Killed at the Whim of the Hat is with this series. Sons and Lovers. Is that the one that's over here? Brown book. Or brown spine, I should say. I think it's that one.
Which one, on this side or that side?
This side. I think it's that one. D.H. Lawrence. I can't see it from here.
Sons and Lovers.
Okay, so the same one then. So this is going to go in the box to be sent to the little free libraries next time we go out.
Oh, boy.
Since I already have a copy.
Yeah.
Found another Harlan Coben. This is called Livewire. I'm running out of places to set books. I found The Dry by Jane Harper. Several of the people I watch that do book stuff have talked about this one and how much they liked it. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. This one is called Van Gogh's Room at Arles. A wheelchair-bound professor is abandoned by his wife at the worst possible time, leaving him to preside helplessly over a party for his students that is careening out of control. The spurned fiancée of the Prince of England pens her furious memoirs for public consumption in a series of outrageous tabloid exposés. And in the title work, a man awarded a foundation grant searches for his scholarly identity in a land of academic giants. Van Gogh's Room at Arles finds the profound and prodigiously creative Stanley Elkin at the peak of his powers with 3 astonishing novellas that throw off wit and wisdom like sparks from the grindstone of their author's imagination. Well, this one came from Massachusetts. The Berkshire Athenaeum Pittsfield Public Library in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. That's where that came from. and somehow found its way to Athens, which found its way to me and is now in Racine.
Oh,
Catch
cool.
22 by Joseph Heller. Ex Libris, donated by Mark and Karen Morris, 2013. This one I know is on the 1001 books you should read before you die list. And I know we had a copy at one point. I don't know if we still do. I thought, well, it was in the freebie stack, so I went ahead and picked it up.
Yeah.
There's one called Comedy Comes Clean, a hilarious collection of wholesome jokes, quotes, and one-liners. What's that one? 4 English comedies. I haven't heard of any of these. Volpone by Johnson, The Way of the World by Congreve, She Stoops to Conquer by Goldsmith, and The School for Scandal by Sheridan. But it's an orange-spined penguin. Dave Barry's Gift Guide to End All Gift Guides. I like Dave Barry's books. I think his comedy is really fun. So, why not? I haven't read that one. This one is called Redeployment by Phil Clay. It's an orange-spined penguin. No idea what it's about. Taking readers to the front lines of the war in Iraq and back, Redeployment asks us to understand what happened there and what happened to the soldiers who returned. I'm going to lose this whole bag of books. It's all sliding.
Yeah.
This one is Rodale's Sensational Desserts. So another cookbook. Because, of course, there's cookbooks. What is this? Xbox 360 Connect Zumba Fitness Core.
Yeah, it's one I didn't already have.
Party your abs off.
I mean, I gotta connect, so.
Yeah. It's 50 cents.
50 cents for any game is really good.
Brain Spa for the PC.
I wonder if that's the same people that made Brain Age and.
It looks, the cover looks like Brain Age. Again, 50 cents.
And what I'm really hyped for, even though it's like the third.
Master of Orion 3.
From what I can gather, it might be like Civilization in
That's
space.
what the back looks like. I don't know.
Because if it is anything like Civilization, oh yeah.
Well, it's on the floor now. And he found this video, this DVD, called Bill. And it says, some are born great, others not so much. Before he was Shakespeare, he was Bill. And the one blurb at the top says, imagine Shakespeare in love with Monty Python. That was enough for me. It sounded all right. Bill Shakespeare is a hapless lute player with a big dream. When his bandmates kick him out of the group, Bill leaves his wife and kids behind to seek fame and fortune in the big city of London. He's written a great work for this stage, and he's certain he'll prove all his doubters wrong. Little does he know, however, his play is merely a guise for King Philip II of Spain to try to steal the throne of his mortal enemy, Queen Elizabeth. Laughter abounds in this hilarious farce about everyone's favorite bard. I don't know. I think it sounds funny. What else is in here? Oh, we have some more penguins. We have Wallace Stegner, Remembering Laughter. It's a penguin. We have Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I don't remember if I read this one or not. Again, it's a penguin.
Damn it.
I might have read that one. I don't know. This is Disgrace by J.M. I heard somebody say this name the other day. Coetzee?
I don't.
And it's obviously the author's name is more important than the title of the book, which is in microscopic letters. And I found one by Mo Hader, who is a mystery thriller author, I believe, from the UK.
God damn it.
Mo Hader has worked as filmmaker, Tokyo nightclub hostess, and English language teacher. She is the winner of the Edgar Award for Best Novel for Gone and the 2011 Crime Writers Association Dagger in the Library Award for Outstanding Body of Work.
I've never seen
She
it.
is also the author of The Treatment, The Devil of Nanking, Pig Island, Ritual, Skin, and Hanging Hill. She lives in England. So I thought I'd give that author a try because I've heard good things. And I do like mysteries and thrillers. We have a book called Dutch Cooking. And where's the other one? There's another Dutch cookbook in here.
Okay, that's interesting. This actually tells you what the key bindings do. So they can use as a reference.
This is called A Culinary Collection from a cookbook from the Detroit Institute of the Arts. This one is, what is this? Isabel Allende, Daughter of Fortune. Missing its dust jacket, but that's okay. This is called The Liar, and it's by Stephen Fry. I think he's very funny, but you gotta appreciate it's a dry wit. He's extremely intelligent. I really enjoy his stuff. The Dutch Cookbook. I knew there was another Dutch Cookbook in here. So Dutch Cooking and the Dutch Cookbook. Why not? And a copy of Cooking Light magazine from May 1999. Strawberry Dreams, Field Fresh and Heaven Sent. So I will put that in with my cookbooks. And I believe that is everything for this haul. I hope so, because I'm losing my voice. And we've got some other things we want to do tonight as far as hauling.
Yep.
I have a Temu haul, and we have some snacks we want to try.
Yeah. If anything, more achievements for me on Xbox Live. Zumba Rush, also LA Fitness. Download your complimentary 1 week.
So getting to the point where I can maybe move.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything else we need to talk about while we're filming?
I don't know. Aside from the fact we voted.
Oh yeah, we went and voted today. May primary, 2 whole things to vote for.
Yeah.
Are you for the tax to keep 911 operational? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of need that.
And what was the other thing?
Oh,
capital improvements or whatever. So, do you want them to fix the roads? Yeah.
Roads suck.
I wanted to finish the ones that they've torn up.
Yeah. Around
It's
here,
getting to the point where you can't get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Because all they do is tear the roads up. They don't actually fix them. They don't finish anything before they start something new.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally had one day I wasn't sure how to get to work because our road was torn up, and following it through, going through Syracuse, there was a spot that had construction. Minersville had construction. At least 2, maybe 3 spots in Pomeroy on the road that I take had construction.
Yeah.
And then At least two of the roads in Middleport that I needed to go on to get to my client's house had construction. And I was just getting to the point where I was about to give up. I was tired of sitting and waiting because of construction.
Yeah.
Oh, I just sat on that and bent the crap out of it. Oh well. I think I definitely need a break. So remember to do all the YouTube things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And hopefully I can get a drink and get to where I can speak again so we can do the next segment.
Okay, moving the
And
hit music with Enrique Iglesias and Pitbull. Okay. Bob Marley.
okay, so is it going to be with the bad language, or is it going to be the clean version?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Pitbull doesn't always say clean things, and neither does Enrique.
Yeah. There's two separate versions of one of the songs.
Yeah. Tonight I'm Loving You.
Yep.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, we'll do a Timu haul real quick here in a few minutes. And we'll probably then do one where we're snacking, telling you about all these new things we found. So yeah, just hold tight. We'll be back with another video. Bye bye.